found to provide stem cell therapy for various health problems. All centers are according to international standards. Today we are talking about autologous stem cell therapy, the sources of stem cell procurement. So the benefits of autologous stem cell therapy is that there is no chance of graft versus host disease. There is no any adverse reaction. There is no chances of rejection. There is no chances of or minimal chances of infection transmission. So these are the benefits. So what are the sources of stem cells from patient body? The major sources are bone marrow, and second one is adipose tissue, fat tissue. So today we are talking about adipose tissue derived stem cell or stromal vascular fraction. Fat tissue is a major source of cells, including mesenchymal stem cells, endothelial stem cells, embryonic stem cells, even hematopoietic stem cells. So we are discussing about how to get the source fat tissue for stem cell isolation. The surgeon doing the liposuction first, then getting a fat tissue, and then again we have to follow the multiple steps to get adipose derived stem cells. So initially the area for liposuction, either belly fat or thigh fat or back of buttock fat also. So initially surgeon will infiltrate saline with anesthetic solution at targeted area. Then he aspirates the fat tissue by using specific cannula, lipoaspirate cannula. Then he collects that entire fat tissue in a big jar or big centrifuge tube. Then from that point, the second step of stem cell isolation is started. So initially we getting a solid fat, then we have to get that solid fat into liquid state, that is one digested fat. For that we have to just mince that solid fat, because there would be a clumps, so we have to just make sure that clumps will be completely go away, and so in that way we have to mince that solid fat. Then we have to add a collagenase to digest the fat and make it in a liquid state. So after that we getting the digested fat, liquid one. In that digested fat also there would be RBC and other WBC fraction. So we have to get rid of these RBC. For that we have to use RBC lysis solution. We have to add that on, and again we have to centrifuge, wash. Then we get the final concentration of stromal vascular fraction or adipose tissue stem cell. In a final concentration in centrifuge tube, the uppermost layer would be a fatty layer. Below that one is aqueous layer, and at the bottom there would be a SVF pellet. Again we have to wash that SVF pellet with PBS, phosphate bubble saline, and then finally we can use for clinical application. The procedure is very simple, but it will take a time, because to digest the fat it will take around 24 to 48 hours, at least 24 hours. So whenever we get the lipoaspirate material, then we have to digest that one, and we have to wait for at least for 24 stem cells for clinical purpose. In case of bone marrow, if you want bone marrow concentrate, then we can separate that one within 2 hours max, and we can use on same day. That is not applicable here. So what are the constitute of SVF? That is pre-adipocyte, fibroblast, embryonic cell, pericyte, adipoblast, stem. Already I described the procedures and mentioned here in this slide in a diagrammatic way. So whenever we got the stromal vascular fraction, the stromal vascular fraction contains all type of cells. Just for example, mesenchymal cell, then embryonic cell, adipocytes, adipoblast, pericytes, all these cells. But if you want a particular cell, for example, mesenchymal cells are widely used in a clinical point of view. So if you want a mesenchymal stem cells, then we have to use the fax machine. And according to magnet, this at a particular marker. Mesenchymal cells having a particular marker, and hematopoietic stem cell also having a particular marker. So according to fax machine, they will separate these cells. They will separate the cells. Again, if you want this stromal vascular fraction for, then we have to preserve that one. That is called as cryopreservation, and then we can use that. Here is also in this diagram also actually how this procedure could be happen. It's showing here. See, this is actually microscopic image. It's showing the SVF. Then when we do a culturing, then we found this stem cell, that is adipose derived stem cell. There is also adipose derived stem cells showing the properties of mesenchymal cells. What are the properties of adipose tissue? It contains stromal vascular fraction, that is a rich source of adipose tissue derived stem cell. ASCR multipotent and in vitro expanded. ASC have the capacity to differentiate into amongst other adipocyte, chondrocyte, osteoblast and myocyte. Freshly isolated SVF could contain blood derived cell population and adipose tissue derived cell population also. If you want to separate blood derived cell population, then we can get granulocyte, monocyte, lymphocytes, hematopoietic stem cell. In case of adipose tissue derived cell population, we will get adipose derived stromal cell, endothelial progenital cell, pericyte progenital cell, pericyte, fibroblast. So what is the stromal vascular fraction market revenue share by application in 2017? 42.9% this stromal vascular fraction were used in clinical application for soft tissue augmentation. Then it comes for cosmetic purpose, then orthopedic indication and others. What is the constituent of SVF? The most important mesenchymal stem cell, stromal cell, endothelial progenital cell, pericytes, regulatory T cell, M2 monocytes, macrophages, smooth muscle cell. So that's all.